Hello again, sports fans. This is Sports Chat. Good night, everybody. Alongside Corey Smith, I'm Jeff Cook. Jordan and Sean are standing by to take your calls. 717-334-3000. Today is January 27th, 2026, our last show in January. Already this year has not been a great one. We're going to focus on sports and try to find positives, but we will have some hot seats as well, as this is week number 918 of the program. So what's new with you, Corey?
Not a whole lot. Just try to stay warm during this little snow outburst that we had this past weekend.
The county was kind of paralyzed yesterday, and Sunday was falling. I had to shovel my whole driveway. I'm still sore from it. The driveway's, bigger than this room right here. So anyway, did you have to shovel?
I was shoveling a good bit there. I was one of those that kind of shovels every 2 hours, try to get because I was
exactly. You try to keep after it, and then we got kind of an icy coat at the end.
That's why I was trying to get a little head
this
start
thick.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
once
had
I
to
heard
chip
this
away at that.
Pellets of sleet coming down. I'm like, well, got to keep on.
No, I was like, it's 20 degrees. How can there be sleet? Of course, then it's up in the atmosphere where instead of snow forming, ice is forming. So, it was a mess. And yet, no school. Some schools were closed today.
Yes.
Did New Oxford have school today?
I think they were closed again today.
Geez. I mean, Littlestown, I wonder if they had school, because you always think, well, are there mountainous areas?
Mm-hmm. And can they have the heat into the building and all that there? So it's not just the
right.
snow.
And there are some back roads that it takes a while to get the plows out there. So anyway, things are finally getting back to normal. Lots of flights canceled. But the world of sports seems to go on unless there's a pandemic, and even then, eventually...
Still motoring along there in the sports realm there.
And now there are two. And football, now it's all down to one game.
For all the marbles.
Seattle and New England. I mean, what were the odds? I'm sure the odds were longer for New England, coming off of, a 13-loss season?
Actually, they were both the same odds going into preseason there, which weren't, like stellar odds there.
I guess a lot of questions lingering over Darnold.
Mm-hmm. I think they're both 35-1 odds. So
wow.
You look at that, if you would have parlayed that, both of them being the Super Bowl, you're definitely getting a good payout right now. But
yeah, let's dissect those games. We have time to get into it. Okay, Denver, New England. New England's never won in Denver.
0-4.
Yeah, Stidham has a nice first drive.
Second drive.
Oh, it was the second drive. They went 3 and out. Okay, so he completes a nice first down and then gets the bomb. They're on the board. They must have had the weather. They must have had a weather forecast and knew that the second half was going to get bad weather.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think they would? My phone tells me practically to the minute when it's going to start sleeting, or and I don't have I'm not the NFL, so they had to know it was coming. All right, so steady, or is it the other way around? Anyway, now he's not. He won't have his nickname anymore.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
But shouldn't he have just taken the sack on that play? He tries a shot, put the ball out.
Well, even before that play, when they're up 7-0, and they have the ball in field goal range, it's 4th and 1.
Yeah.
At that point,
they should have taken a field goal.
Kicked a field goal.
Right, that was my next point. Yeah.
Run the better play of running the ball up the middle and getting the first down. I just didn't like the play itself. It felt like it was a disaster right from the beginning. They did that little pass. It was just, New England ate that up right when the play started.
I mean, you could see the defense is playing at such a high level. When it's rare that there's got to be a real break in the coverage where somebody's super wide open, like that touchdown for Denver.
Mm-hmm.
But he was wide open. I guess they had a breakdown in the secondary. All right, so,
But then going to that play with the fumble
yeah,
with Stidham, it's 3rd and 4. The ball is at their own 33-yard line.
yeah.
You know, when he was running around the pocket, he wasn't going anywhere. He should have just took the sack or throw the ball in out of bounds.
Well, then he would get a it's either way, right? It's even if it's grounding.
Take the medicine. You know,
Right,
is-
yeah.
you know, what I'm
Punt,
trying
be
to-
able to
yeah.
punt. Don't, the worst thing you can do is turn it over. So his like little shot put, no, that was bad. I'm sure he doesn't want to see that play.
And the ball being at the 15, that's when he, was out of his hand. The ball went to the 13, which, makes it a backwards pass, a fumble,
But they couldn't advance it.
just because there was whistles being blown
Yeah,
because.
okay, that makes sense.
So
but-
that's why it should have been a touchdown. The next play, I think it was either the next play or the second play was a touchdown for New England. So at the end of the day, it worked itself out there just in a different way there. But, you look at the second half.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, New England scored. That, basically, they gave them their only touchdown.
Correct.
The second half, yeah, the snow starts to fall. You can't even see the lines anymore. And I thought the commentator made a good point. Was that Tony Romo?
That was.
He
today,
said,
yeah.
hey, the Orange they can see better in the snow.
It showed the urgency for New England. It was almost like the ending of the game because they had the win, behind them. That's why they're trying to score.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
that fourth quarter is going to flip where they'll be
Right,
the
right.
advantage to Denver. And
They couldn't do much
they
with
couldn't
it.
do nothing. They had that field goal that was blocked. If it wasn't blocked, I think it was in the trajectory of being good. So then you're looking at a 10-10 ball game.
Yeah, it was. He didn't get a lot of it, but enough to affect it to make sure it didn't go in. So that,
Kind of brings up.
they'll count the same.
Yeah, it
when you
kind of
block
goes back to that the point from the first quarter. You just go put points on the board, knowing that the
Yeah.
second half is going to be inclement weather.
Here's the thing: if you block a kick and it's still good, then you don't get credit for a
no,
block.
you don't. No, it's just hey, you blocked, but it's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
good.
yeah. I've seen that in rugby. Winning kick. It was blocked, went under a guy's arm, deflected it, still went through.
I mean, you look at what New England did. I mean, Drake May had 86 yards passing. He wasn't needing.
But he was their
to-
leading rusher as well.
He was the leading rusher. He had the key run at the end of the
The
game to
only
get the first
touchdown.
down there.
He
So
scored their only touchdown. Yeah.
yeah.
Picked up the first down to run out the clock. Yeah. I mean, 23. He's something.
He was
He's got the size and got guys believing in him around him. Vrabel, coach of the year.
I would say, yeah, he's the coach of the year.
I mean, I know you had a vote at the end of the regular season, but the playoffs have done nothing to diminish that. Getting to the Super Bowl, he was the Titans coach, correct?
He was the Titans coach
several
for
years.
a long while there, and then he went. He wasn't coaching last year, and then or 2 years, I believe it was. He was, but he was in the frameworks with Ohio State, very very small minute there, and then he got with New England. So you look at that, that path there with Vrabel, successful programs that he's been at. So it doesn't really surprise me, and just seeing how he's doing in year one with New England and having the pieces with Drake May. Drake May's not having.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of other than their quarterback, what other name comes immediately to mind on that team? So they're playing team ball.
Yeah, they're
And,
benefiting. They're having the schedule. They're playing whoever's on their schedule. I mean, they played the Chargers. Herbert wasn't really effective. They were in New England. The next game,
I think he's hurt, Herbert.
that's what I'm thinking too. And the next game that you had C.J. Stroud playing in the elements, the weather's going to be a factor. When you're playing in cold, and that's what happened with the Texans. And then you look
Four
at
picks.
he had 5 turnovers, in
yeah.
that game there.
Ugh.
So then
Well,
you
and then
look
Josh
at,
Allen had how many?
I believe 2 or 3,
Okay.
at least more than 2. I think it was 3. It was the number there. But you look at their path. They're going up against some top-ranked defenses there, but the quarterbacks, on the other hand, is either hurt or you're playing the backup or very inconsistent. But still, they're in the Super Bowl for a reason there. So So you look
Yeah,
at that.
well, yeah, who is the Patriots backup quarterback?
The backup quarterback, I think it's still, is it Hoyer? Let me see here. I don't. Is it Brissett? I think it's actually Brissett here. Let me see here.
Jacory Brissett? Jacoby
Jacoby, I
Brissett?
think it is. Let me see here. QB depth chart. That is Joshua Dobbs. Joshua Dobbs is the backup. So I was wrong 2 times until I.
He's
actually
been
got-
around forever, that guy.
Yes.
He's the saga of Joshua. Maybe you'll get to play in a Super Bowl. Wouldn't that be something?
Or take a knee or something
Yeah.
like that there. But yeah, that's a possibility. But going with the beginning, Shining Stars. We almost forgot to do Shining Stars in the hot
Yeah,
seat.
yeah, yeah. We're kind of, I'm going to mention
Kinda
some of the
going-
names we've already discussed.
yeah.
Okay, hot seat. I'm going Smitty from the Rams. Are you related to the guy who
I don't
fumbled
believe
that
so. But
punt?
yeah, that was
What's his first name?
Xavier.
Xavier Smith. Okay, I just had Rams Smitty. I mean, I know nobody felt worse, and they kept showing him. Like, okay.
The thing is with that fumble, kind of transitioning to the Rams and the Seahawks, that he was falling. He was on his back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
At least do a tuck and roll, do a fire drill.
I think
was
he,
trying to
yeah,
catch
he
it.
misjudged it, and he just got his feet got tied up, and
Yeah, it's
a deer in the headlights.
they scored the exact next
I
play.
know, to a guy Bobo.
Bobo, yeah. That was his 4th catch of the year, Bobo.
Ah, what a great story! Yeah, I mean, I mean, they won't be playing at home. It's a
No.
big advantage for them. You notice how it's almost as quiet as a church mouse when they're on offense,
Uh-huh.
and then you can't hear it. I mean, it's a great. That's why they call it the 12th man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a beautifully designed stadium. Great to videotape it. Or,
And that was Jake Bobo's only catch of the game. That was a 17-yard catch.
and there he was pretty wide open. That was a nice route he ran.
So you look at that, and the other play in the Seattle and Rams game was the taunting penalty that the next play, because that would have been
Yeah,
4th
yeah.
down. It would have been 4th and 12. The Rams would have been punting the football. It was a 15-yard,
Who was that guy?
I can get that in just a
And he
second.
was a Seahawk, right?
That was a Seahawk player there. So let me
Well,
get that here.
he doesn't feel as bad as Xavier.
Let me see here. That was right. Yeah, because he was the one that got burned on that play. But let me see here. That was. I know this is riveting. Try to see here. That was Woodland. Woodland got the that penalty. He was
Okay.
taunting. It was a 15-yard penalty, and that brought the ball to the 34, and that's when Stafford threw a deep pass to
Nakua,
Puka. So,
Puka.
I mean,
Nakua.
it just shows you how things just change so quickly, and then how you respond. And that was, clearly taunting, because the referee gave him a warning, and then he went to the coach, to the opposing team, and just started yapping, and that's what caused the penalty, and it burned him very quickly. And that was, late in the third quarter with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, which.
Yeah, so I mean, Nakua, Stafford both had great games. I'm putting them on the shining star list. But Sam Darnold,
Yeah,
now he's been much maligned. Now he's in the Super Bowl. He definitely gets a shining star award.
yeah, he definitely proved the critics wrong. I kind of doubted him many times throughout the season.
He's not just a game manager.
No, he went out there and performed. He had basically the similar numbers there with Stafford.
Yeah.
Both over
750 yards of offense or passing offense, something
both
like that.
3 touchdowns. Darnold was sacked 3 times, where Stafford was once. But
Yeah.
the numbers were very similar in structure
Yeah.
there. So
So yeah, the Patriots have the big edge in scrambling ability of the quarterback. Darnold's not much of a scrambler.
No,
I think he didn't he have one run out of the pocket that
yeah,
must have
yeah.
been such a shock?
He had,
But I think he'd rather pull up and throw an incompletion than,
he's
even
a sneaky
slide.
runner. He's not, he's not going to run all the time.
You won't
but
call him
when
a
he
dual
needs
threat.
to run, he will. His longest run on Sunday was 14 yards.
I wonder how
so
many touchdowns Brady scored in his career. Probably more than you would think.
sneaky there.
Yeah,
he does
exactly.
have 1,000
Quarterback
yards rushing.
sneaky.
It
That's
just
why they
took him
call it
20
quarterback
years.
sneak.
But
Yeah.
the other play of the game, pivotal game, was with 3 minutes left in the game, but the Rams were at the 4-yard line, goal line, and they weren't able to score. That was a big, hey, do
Yeah.
you kick the field goal? Do
Right.
you have the timeouts? You stop them.
And I read some buddy criticizing Brady and Kevin Burkhardt for not discussing the options, like earlier in the game, should they go for 2 to make it a 3-point game? And then what you just mentioned. So, they're only getting paid several $1 million. I don't know what it breaks down to for Brady, but he should be perfect for as much as he's getting.
Yes. I thought about that too when they scored that touchdown. Hey, it's 11-point game. How about,
And you thought, McDermott, not
McVay.
McVay. That's the guy that's canned, right? Sean McVay. He's probably the kind of guy who would go for 2, just like Sean Payton. You thought he might go for 2 in their game. He elected to go for 1, and it didn't work out. But
or the risk versus reward there. I mean, you're looking at these coaches there.
yeah,
It all comes down to, sometimes one play there. I mean, there's other plays, but, a lot of people look at that individual play why they lost, but there's other reasons there. But I felt like it was, the second game was very well played. There was no scoring in the fourth quarter. And it was just the way that the Seattle's defense was able to lock in and not let the Rams score. Because it was almost like
Yeah.
whoever scored in that fourth quarter was going to win that game. And
they're wide out. I mean, you got to put him on that list too. What's the Seattle's
JSN there, Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's
JSN?
N. You look at his numbers all throughout the season. 10 catches, 153, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
It's just like
Well,
copy
I
paste
mean,
every year, every week.
NFL wonks obviously know who he is and how great he is. The average football fan, because of the West Coast factor, and how often is Seattle shown on national TV? But now they're in the Super Bowl, so everybody should know his name. And JSN, after what? What's the countdown? 2 weeks from yesterday or from Sunday? 2 weeks from Sunday is when the Super Bowl
13
is.
days. Yeah, I wasn't sure what countdown you were saying, but yes, the Super Bowl 13 days away. So
Not Penn State's opening.
not Williams
game.
Grove or
Not Williams Grove. We have somebody on the line, by the way?
I think so. Or you want to get the hot seat?
Yeah, we did hot seat. Who do you have?
My hot seat, I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks. In the start of this year, they're 4-6, and they sit 3 games to the 10th spot of that playing round. And they're going to be without Giannis for
Tonight.
6 weeks, dealing with a calf.
That helped the Sixers.
That helps the Sixers there. So it looks
Yeah, there's
like
a lot on First Take about Giannis and should they trade him? Will that lower his trade value? And
it could damage a little bit with his trade value just because
they're
he's not
saying
gonna
Houston
playing
would
for
be
month
a
there.
good landing spot for him.
That seems like an ideal spot there
The final
for.
piece, if you will.
So I could see. I think he played his last game there for the Bucks. There, I think the way,
What's the nature of his injury?
right calf there. So it's a strained calf. It's going to be.
That's one of those things that could be like a hamstring,
You don't want to rush
Could be
it
several
too.
weeks, yeah.
With that, my shining star is a little bit different. I'm going with skyscraper climber Alex Honnold, or
How do you spell his last name?
it's Honnold. It's like Darnold, but Harnold.
Arnold. That guy's out of his mind. I saw some footage about that. I mean,
Yes.
He's standing up on top of that little.
Just like easy breezy.
Like,
just
what,
kinda-
was that a lightning rod that he held onto as he got up on top of the last thing? I mean, I'm
the top
surprised he
one,
didn't
yeah.
try to hop up onto that lightning rod.
Yeah, get up, and then took a selfie at the very end there. But just the way he was climbing, it was 101 stories. It's 167 feet, 1,667 feet high, and it's just
How long did it take him?
about like 95 minutes, hour and a half. So it's like watching a movie.
No net, no nothing.
No harness, no nothing.
parachute.
Just crazy.
A phone, just him and a cell phone.
And chalk, just
Chalk?
kind of, he had
Oh, to
chalk
keep
in
his hands,
kind of
his
climbing
grip.
up there.
Oh
So,
boy, like shooting
but
pool.
I hate to see his hands afterwards, but yeah. So,
I'm sure he's getting a lot of dough, and he's worth even more now.
yeah.
Who else? I mean, here we are. We're worldwide. We're talking about him, Alex Hornold.
Just amazing. I was watching a little bit on Netflix. I was watching the re-air. I wasn't watching it live, but just seeing it, it was just impressive. I mean, you couldn't get your eyes off of it, and that was even
Yeah.
me knowing what happens.
Knowing that he made it, it's
Yeah.
even better because you're like, I don't want to watch something like that.
Yes.
I mean,
But yeah, that was my shining star because I don't think we ever
you
had
think
it.
it's real, or was it all AI?
It was pretty real, yeah.
Could you do that with AI?
You probably could do it with AI, but I don't think there's no fun in that. But
No, but so if you had that option rather than risking your life,
Yeah.
I mean, there's an avatar. I don't know. Who do you trust? It's
I
what a
don't
world
know.
we
But
live
you can
in.
trust us.
Yeah. That's what Nixon said. Okay.
I think we got a caller.
A caller, my kingdom for a caller. Welcome to Sports Chat. Hello.
We are people sad.
Deeply
I said
set.
we're people sad. That
Is that Robert or is that Carl?
None of the above.
who do you think it is?
Is this the other Corey?
No.
Well, we're sorry to keep you on hold. We didn't mean to. Thanks for staying with us. Would you have any subject matter you'd like to discuss?
Yeah.
Can you help us out? What do you want? What do you want to talk about?
Well, let's talk about the Broncos.
Oh, that's a Robert. Yeah, he was
Go
disguising his
Broncos.
voice there. I thought it was Carl for a second.
Oh, okay. Man, you're a talent. Robert, how are you?
I said we're deeply sad. No.
You can imitate other people's voices.
He's sad.
Yeah, my Broncos lost last weekend.
Yeah, I guess you are sad about the Broncos. So, what a bad, what a,
I want to say something. Before we get to this.
Yeah, fire away.
For the next 2 years, I want to see Sean Payton stay the coach, stay the manager
what?
for the Denver Broncos.
You're
Jordan?
saying Sean Payne should be the manager or the head coach? Is that what you're saying?
He is the head coach.
Yeah. Are you saying the going forward to be the head coach?
Forward to be the head coach.
Yeah. No one's saying that he should be fired. I mean, some of the
He's a Hall of Famer. Are you kidding me?
some of his calls were in question there, but I haven't heard anyone saying that the Broncos should fire Sean Payne.
Yeah, I mean, some things are out of a coach's control, like Bo Nix. How did he get hurt? What was the play he got hurt
that was
on?
the ankle. That was about the third to last play. Of
I
the
mean, I
game.
know he finished the game, though, so he didn't even leave the game. That's how tough he is.
Yeah, it was him going off to the left side of the field, and then he got tackled, and the ankle kind of rolled,
What was he doing in the game at that point?
trying to get in the field goal range.
Oh, okay.
And then the next play, he threw it down the field to about the 10-yard line. It was pass interference. That put him in the field goal range, and the Bills player got unsportsmanlike conduct that got to the
Yeah.
5-yard line. So
Yeah.
that's when they took a knee. So that's how
Okay.
everything kind of transformed or transpired.
Yeah.
Hey, Corey,
Yes.
so did you see who was in third place last week?
Yeah, I saw that you came in third place. The wager, helped you, and I wagered everything, and I finished not in third place.
And if
Sorry.
if you end up with a negative number, do you have to pay the station?
Well, I think you'd just be at zero, so.
No, you don't. Don't worry. It's all for fun. Nothing at stake. So what's your moniker going to be tonight, Robert?
All right, probably, related as a singer.
Broncos related, so it could be a Ford Bronco.
All right, like,
I think related as a singer.
A singer.
a singer. Well, I'm a singer. Haven't you heard me sing Happy Birthday?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Like a masked singer or just any singer? Well, that should be easy to guess, or will it be cleverly disguised?
I think he's going to have it disguised, I think.
Okay, well, we'll see. Well, thanks for playing trivia too, Robert. Do you have fun? Do you have fun playing trivia?
Oh, I only do.
Yeah, and it's only half an hour.
Yeah, nothing.
It's a minimal time investment. So, thanks again. And your mom plays also?
He does.
I think she had a good week last week too, didn't she?
So too, if memory serves correctly.
You might have had the top family score. Because we have
He
what?
didn't do too well last week.
Oh, really? Well, that's the thing. You can start out at the top and fade quickly. It can happen.
Yeah.
And this
Especially
new
with the
wager, I know people are thinking about the wager factor. Anna won, and the hint, Disney really made her feel confident. She rolled it.
And then last
the
week
dice.
was Canada, so that was 2 weeks ago with
Oh,
with
the
Disney.
maple leaf. Oh, boy, I would have butchered that. I would have been bankrupt. Oh, no, that's Wheel of Fortune. Okay.
Yes.
So I said next year, for the Denver Broncos, I do believe they will be in the playoffs next year.
Okay. Well,
Didn't they make them last year?
yeah, they lost to the Bills in the wild card round.
Okay,
That was
yeah,
when the
so, I
Bills were
mean-
the 2 seed and the Broncos were the 7 seed there. So
Sean Payton, great coach. So
So-
don't be too hard on him. We're not putting him in the hot seat. He did the best he could with the hand he was dealt.
yeah, especially with how the weather has changed in the fourth quarter there with the snow.
Yeah,
Like I said earlier, the Patriots were trying to score quickly in that third quarter before that quarter ended
Yeah.
because they were not going to have that luxury of having the wind behind their back there. So,
Patriots now they're 9-0 on the road.
yeah,
That's quite a feat.
they were the road warriors, and the game's a neutral site, but still, it's not going to be
not a home
classified
game.
as a road game there. But
It's a lot further
yes,
for them than for Seattle.
correct there, yeah. And then you look at the Super Bowl. This will be the first time a starting quarterback will be from USC. Sam Darnold. You have
Wow.
the lineages.
Penn
of,
State knows all about him and USC. Ask Carl.
you look at other USC quarterbacks with, Carson Palmer, Matt Castle, Matt Leinart. You look at all those quarterbacks, none of them started a Super Bowl. So Darnold will be the first, and also the first quarterback drafted in 2018. Those quarterbacks, the likes of Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, the first quarterback is going to be Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl. So, that kind of just shows you. And then playing with 5 different teams, in his 8th season. So
We heard a
sometimes
lot
it takes
about
a while.
Sam Darnold and the 2-week
Yeah.
hyping up to the Super Bowl itself, which 6:30 start usually?
6:30, be over around like 10 o'clock or something like that.
If we're
So,
lucky, I mean, you have all the new commercials, halftime, Bad Bunny, and Green Day.
Green Day is doing the opening there.
Oh,
so-
well,
I mean, opening before the game starts.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
not the opening act there for Bad Bunny there. But other news in football, we have a couple of new hires for head coaches there. The Bills are going with OC Joe Brady as the head coach. So staying in-house, you know, I'm kind of surprised a little bit with the Bills going with Joe Brady. It's going to be interesting of who the OC is going to be now. Are they going for a retread OC, or are they going to stay in house and go with a quarterbacks coach and go the OC there? So, but I figured their head coach was going to be more offensive minded, kind of tailored towards Josh Allen.
Who you think? Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask you a question.
Yeah?
Are you going down to spring training?
No, sir.
The Eagles to Philly?
I will not be going to spring training.
I will not be going to spring training either, so I'll be here in Pennsylvania too.
I don't want to speak any further. I'll just leave it at that.
Also, the other
Yeah, head coach. Who's the other
coach
head?
is Pittsburgh. They got
Oh, yeah, Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy, which I was a little surprised with that one. Just
Offensive minded as well, right?
you look at Mike McCarthy's not going to be there for 16 years. You look
Yeah.
at the longevity of the other three coaches lasting.
Well, I guess they have a win now mentality. I mean, some of these old guys like T.J. Watt, will they try to get another year out of Aaron Rodgers? He'll be 43. But,
He was with McCarthy.
Yeah,
during
well,
their
that's
Super
that's
Bowl
why they
run
linked
there,
that
so-
together. Philip Rivers, he's 44, so they're almost the same age.
Just about there.
Yeah, yo,
54 more days to go.
to Williams Grove,
Roman day.
54.
There's our countdown.
So what is that date?
The 22nd.
The 22nd. Is that March 22nd? You said.
Yep.
There
All
we
right.
go. March 22nd.
Okay. All right. Well, good info.
This football will West Valley Jersey Racing.
Will it be the same familiar cast of characters?
I think Fast Freddy and who was some other ones out there. I know.
Danny Dietrich,
Danny Dietrich. You can't forget about Danny.
Freddie Raymer is who you're talking about.
Yep, good old Fast.
Give us some of the big names that we know, Robert. We
All
got.
of us here, we got Danny Dietrich,
We said him.
Lance Louise,
There you go, Lance Louise. That's a good one.
yeah.
Okay.
Fred-
Well,
yes.
we have 54 days to build the tension as we get ready for another classic season of Williams Grove. Let me go ahead.
Oh, you want to do? banner
Yeah,
sponsors?
I want to thank our banner sponsors. So what are banner sponsors? They pay a low fee. It's less than $100, I'll tell you that, every month, and they have creative input in all of our live and taped programming. Our current banner sponsors are Adams County Community Foundation, Adams County Sports Hall of Fame, Adams County Chapter of Trout Unlimited, Classic Antique Innovations, Destination Gettysburg, Exchange Club of Hanover, and Gettysburg Railway. Thank you, one and all. So, Robert, what else you got for us?
Oh, he's going.
He's gone. All right, Robert, if you're still watching, thank you. Well, so what was it? It's going to be
It's going to be Bronco related.
Bronco
or
related.
That's why I said Ford
Denver
Bronco.
related. Ford, I like it. Ford Bronco. There you go. That could be.
Possibility of
Oh, a singer.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. Well,
Yeah.
see, we're on his every word. All right. So, basketball. You watch the new it's not new, it's a couple years old,
Couple years.
3-on-3.
I haven't really paid too much attention of it there, but, I'm a little
I
centric.
saw last night Paige Beckers was on, some other big names. And I know it's not Undaunted, Unrivaled, is that what it's called? Unrivaled? So nice that the ladies don't have to go to Europe anymore, places like Russia and the whole Brittany Griner saga. So it's a cool thing, and it's started by the players. It's a small court, but it's bigger than a half court.
Yeah, I would say it's been going on for about 3-4 years or something like
Yeah,
that there.
yeah. And now it's pretty, I mean, they have it set up, so looks like a packed house. They must have, I guess they're in regular arenas. I don't know where they
Yeah,
play
I mean,
those
with the
games.
lighting, you can kind of,
Yeah.
orchestrate, how many people are there just by, people watching on TV and such. They kind of make it look like there's a lot more people than there are or ain't. So,
Yeah.
but kind of going with the NBA there, what kind of surprised you, or as we're hitting about the halfway point or a little past halfway? We said last week with how Detroit, is leading the Eastern Conference, still is. Right now, 5
Right.
games back there, or 5 games ahead of the.
The Pistons are 5 up.
Yeah, they were 33-11.
I mean, yeah,
Boston's
they've been
29-17.
on the slow, steady rise, and now they have Tobias Harris, a former Sixer. I always liked him. But Cade Cunningham, obviously their big number one guy. But yeah, they've got a solid team. So I think the Sixers, after what they went through last year, they're much better. They got a relatively healthier Embiid, Paul George. Embiid, his last 10 games, he's been great. Maxey's first, he's an all-star. So we'll see what happens tonight when they're on ESPN.
Against
So,
the Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah, without Giannis. So they've got a chance.
You look where the 76ers are at right now, they're 24-21, basically tied with the Heat, and they're right at that cut line from being in that.
It's a long way to
play.
go, a long way to go.
You just want to, stack the wins right now with.
I mean,
the
after
two
last
games.
year, they'd be happy with a 10th place finish and just, because if all the pieces come together, I mean, they lost by 2 to the Knicks over the weekend. I don't know what happened in Charlotte. They were down by 50 points entering the fourth quarter. Ugly. So, anyway, we'll see what they do tonight. If they get, if the big fella plays tonight and Paul George, who knows? They're certainly capable of beating ex-Sixers coach Doc Rivers. So
No?
I'll be tuning in 8 o'clock tonight. Sure, you'll be well over. At least
Yeah.
we don't have to go head-to-head with something like that.
I mean, looking at the whole arc with the basketball, I mean, what team do you think is the most disappointing? I look at, maybe, the Warriors, they're up and down right now. And
They were long in the tooth to begin with. Yeah, and then when Jimmy Buckets went out, that kind of,
that kind of derailed the future of,
Right.
of the rest of the season.
it's hard to
there.
win with Steph Curry shooting 13 threes, and then you don't get much from anybody else, and so I don't know.
And then I
Yeah,
guess
they're
it's-
disappointing.
Surprising team a little bit, or coming back down to earth, is Orlando Magic. It looked like, they had a great start of the season. Right now, they're 23-22, that fringe
Yeah.
500, and now they're on a 4-game losing streak. So
I think the Celtics are better than I thought they would be when they unloaded all those guys, Drew Holiday, et cetera. OKC's still really good.
lost to the Pacers over the weekend. I think it was
They
Friday.
did?
They lost to the Pacers. So
Oh, my.
and that's coming from a Pacers team that's 11-36.
Well, did they play everybody, OKC?
Yes. So they were, I think, like 15-point favorites coming into that game there, and you lose, straight up there. So,
They obviously look past the Pacers. You can't blame them for that.
I mean, the Thunder are 37-10. Spurs still 5.5 games back from the Thunder. I'll be shocked if, the
So they're
Thunder
not
don't
the
have
number one seed?
one
Yeah.
seed there. So, in other news in baseball, you have some more trades that are happening in the offseason. The Rangers got Mackenzie Gore from the Nats, which,
5 prospects or something
five prospects
like
that they gave up there. But I like the trade. I was kind of surprised from what they gave up, and that's a good spot. In the
I guess like a 4.15 ERA in this modern era. I guess that's a good ERA. That's what his ERA was. I mean, I thought he always pitched well against the Phillies. He's a lefty, correct? And okay, we'll go on.
I was
And
kinda
Harrison Bader
surprised.
signed with the Giants. I heard that. What else you get? What other news?
The
from
Mets got a
baseball?
pair of Milwaukee Brewer pitchers, Tobias Myers and Freddie Peralta.
Freddie Peralta. That was huge. I know the
Peralta's
Mets-
the big end of the trade there, which, you look at that's going to be,
Yeah.
right up there at 1-2 in their rotation, which
They
that's
got
what
Bo
they needed.
Bichette too. Phillies are nervous. They should be nervous.
Do you see the Phillies going after Valdez, Framber, yeah, because we've been saying this, Brady
Take
and Nick
Rangers.
and,
He'd be like an upgrade from Ranger Suarez. Is he a free agent?
Framer? Yeah.
Framer.
Yeah, so he has the qualifying offer that you would have to give up a draft pick there for, but I can see, the Phillies going in for him, the Orioles, I can see,
So he's the top free agent still available.
him
pitcher-wise?
or Zach Gallen, he's out there as well. But the free agency market for pitching is kind of drying up there. You also have Justin
Zach Gallen's had a lot of health issues.
So-
What pitcher hasn't? So
Yeah, correct. And then, these pictures that you're going to be getting are going to be in their, mid 30s or late 30s. So you're not getting, a free agent picture in their 20s just because they don't have that, the service time and all that there to be a free agent. The other one, the Yankees signed or re-signed Cody Bellinger for 5 years, 162. So,
wow.
I wasn't too surprised just because of the landmark out there of teams that were needing for an outfielder. I kind of felt like Bellinger was going to, remain, with the Yankees there.
Yeah,
So,
I have a friend who's a Yankee fan. He was thinking the same way, and it came to pass.
kind of just seeing the landscape, you're going to see some more signings as we get, spring training with pitchers and catchers reporting in about 2 weeks. So you're going to get more of these signings, quicker and quicker. Some of
Sure.
the guys that aren't the star-studded guys on the roster, but you still need the 25th, the
Okay.
26th guy on the roster.
Here's a good segue. Here's a good trivia question. What Hall of Fame bound major league pitcher has one blue eye and one brown eye?
I will go with who is Max Scherzer.
All right, way to go. You nailed it. Beautiful. Here's something. How we always talk about the Pro Bowl, and every time I see a commercial on for TV, I say PU, like what skills contest. Now, the Pro Bowl quarterback they're talking about Shedeur Sanders.
Not just talking about, but he is on
Been named?
He has been named, yes.
So he'll be playing flag football.
Yes.
Hey, maybe he can go out for the Olympics.
Yeah. So he is replacing Drake May because he has some important game in 2 weeks. So he has been
Yeah,
left off,
yeah. He's
and now
been
they're
he's
placing,
excused.
Shedeur Sanders in. They looked at other players, and I think Trevor Lawrence opted not to play in the flag football games. So he was going to be a replacement. Then they went down the list.
Well, thank you,
Yes,
Trevor.
yes.
Thank you. I think that would be below your level of
Yes.
dignity.
And then other news right before we started the show, Bill Belichick will not be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He did not get enough votes. You have to get 80% of the votes of the 50, so you have
Do
to
you
get.
have to be out of coaching for 5 years, or?
He's
no?
been out, yeah. Not counting collegiate, so.
Right, he's been out of the NFL for 5 years.
So he did not get 40 out of the 50 votes. You have to get 80%.
Who did?
That was just more of the hot,
Negative, okay.
out of the
Alright.
press there. So I assume Belichick, the 8-time Super Bowl champion, was going to be a first ballot head coach or first ballot in the Hall of
Right.
Fame, and did not get that
Well,
distinctions.
made a
would,
lot of enemies along the way. Not everybody feels that warm and fuzzy, and they're quick to give Brady and his players credit, but
I would
yeah, it's
assume
pretty
that
hard
he
to
would
ignore that resume.
be in next year because he's only 13 wins away from Don Shula's.
Right, and I was there when Don Shula set the record, beating the lowly Eagles at the time, so. Hey, speaking of time, we're out of time.
We're out, yes.
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Robert, and thank you, Corey. I'm Jeff Cook, and until next time, sports fans, see you soon. Mahalo. Good night.